Welcome to the official CharaChorder 1 Getting Started guide for users with visual impairments. In this video, I'm going to be describing what CharaChorder is. I'll be verbally describing the layout and how it works, and I'll also be providing some tools and some resources to help you get started if you have a visual impairment. This video will primarily focus on CharaChorder 1 because it requires a lot more description than the other products at CharaChorder. But if you want to use CharaChorder technology with an ordinary keyboard, you may do so using a CharaChorder Lite or CharaChorder X. So CharaChorder 1 is a keyboard replacement which has two halves, two circular halves, each with 9 switches, and all of those switches, rather than being one-dimensional, are 5-way tactile switches. So by moving your fingers in different directions on those switches, you can output individual letters. And then, of course, just like any other CharaChorder technology, by pressing many letters and releasing many letters at the same time, you can chord or output entire words or essentially automate anything on your computer assignable to those chords. Both halves of the device are made out of an ABS plastic, and the caps are made out of aluminum. Some are anodized and some are bead blasted. And between both halves, there is a retractable cable which you can pull to extend and then pull again to retract. And that is useful if you want to take apart both halves of the device with a Phillips screwdriver and spread it out across your desk, or orient both halves in a non-standard distance. But there is also a bridge, an aluminum bridge, that comes with both devices attached that hold it at a fixed angle and a fixed distance apart. There is a publicly available spreadsheet on Google Sheets called CharaChorder Quick Reference Guide for the Visually Impaired, and this spreadsheet is organized within 2 tabs. The first tab is called Letter First, and the second tab is called Finger First. In the Letter First tab, the letters of the alphabet, as well as every possible keyboard input, is arranged in alphabetical order. And then the second column is called Finger, which shows the index of which hand followed by which finger that letter or input is located. And then the third column is called Direction, which tells you which direction you want to move that finger. And then the fourth column is called Number Shift, which shows what that input is whenever an alternative layer map is activated called Number Shift. So for example, on the second row of the spreadsheet, the default map is A, the finger is right index, the direction is west, and Number Shift alternative is 1. The second tab is called Finger First, and this spreadsheet is also organized in 4 columns. However, the first column is merged so that all of the inputs are organized around each finger. For instance, rows 2, 3, 4, and 5 in column A is merged and says left pinky. And then in column B, it says direction, and the 4 directions are north, east, south, and west. And then the default map is the third column, column C, which is going to tell you what each of those 4 inputs are going to by default activate. And then the Number Shift on the right will tell you if there's an alternative mapping within the number layer map. There's also a spreadsheet called CharaChorder Starter Chords, and I'll link all of these tools within the description of this video. And this spreadsheet shows all of the chords which by default are programmed onto your device. There's also a user on our Discord who is working on a Braille layout, which is 3D printable. So if that's something that you are interested in getting your hands on, please let us know, and we'll be happy to support them in creating that design file and making it available to you. The screen reader, which I have personally used CharaChorder 1 with in a screenless interface, is called NV Access, and you can find that at nvaccess.org/download. And there's one setting within that software which I would recommend that you change. If you go into the settings, I would recommend that you uncheck Speak Typed Characters, and then instead you check Speak Typed Words. And that's because whenever you chord on your CharaChorder device, you don't want to hear some of the gibberish as you're mashing the keys down. You want it only to output and talk to you whenever you have completed that chord. You can also configure your device at manager.CharaChorder.com or read the full CharaChorder documentation at docs.CharaChorder.com. If this video has left you with some more questions, or you're looking for more information, or just need some help and want to talk to me or one of our team members, you can do that on the dedicated accessibility channel on our Discord or any of the channels on our Discord. Feel free to ping me and we'll help you however we can. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to the user that requested this video. For anybody that has ideas on how we can improve CharaChorder for visually impaired users, we'd love to hear it and we'd love to have your continuous feedback. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.